Hey guys, the spooky season is upon us, so I figured I'd do kind of a Halloween special here and really talk about one of my favorite Nintendo franchises, and that's Luigi's Mansion. Where's all the smoke coming from? In this video, I'm really going to be giving my ideas and predictions for Luigi's Mansion 4, how they could really improve the franchise and build on a great game in Luigi's Mansion 3. This smoke is really getting out of control. Is that really necessary? Come on. Anyway, guys, not much more to say than get ready for a great video of predictions. Grab your favorite Halloween candy. Yum, 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 yum. Sit back, relax, and here we go! Hey, and before we begin, I did want to mention, I think Charlie Day is a great choice to be the voice actor for Luigi. I just think he's going to play the part perfectly. I also wanted to say that if you're new to my channel, definitely think about subscribing. Getting close to 1,600 subs, and every single sub matters when you're a small channel like me. Now let's get on with these predictions. Luigi's Mansion has traditionally taken place, well, in a mansion. In the first game it was a mansion, in the second game it was multiple mansions, and in the third game it was actually a hotel. So I would say for part 4, it's time to really switch it up a little bit and have a few good ideas where this game could actually take place. My first one is a haunted cruise ship. First off, cruise ships are really big, so there's a lot of areas to explore within the cruise ship. There could be an ice skating rink, there could be a dance area, there could be a lot of areas inside this boat. But everybody knows that boats are on the water and they go from dock to dock, port to port. So maybe the cruise ship is the first few levels of the game and then it sets sail and you could go to multiple different places, and the cruise ship could kind of be like a hub, taking you to the desert area, to the jungle area, to the haunted pirate ship area. There's just so much you could do with a cruise ship and pirates. And pirates are known to be ghosts, and you know, it all just goes together so well. So maybe Luigi and his friends get some free tickets to a cruise that they really didn't think they bought, but they went anyway for some reason, and then they just fall into shenanigans. Just like how in Mario Odyssey, the Odyssey brings your characters from kingdom to kingdom, I just think a cruise ship is just a great way to really explore a world that feels really like part of the world and very immersive. I would love it to be a cruise ship, but if it's not a cruise ship, another idea I had is making it a haunted train. And you know, if this train has magic in it, each train cart could be, you know, possessed and really big. You ever seen Harry Potter? They go into one of these tents and it looks like a small tent, but when you go in it's huge. Same thing could be with each train cart. And the problem with this is it's a little more linear. With my cruise ship idea, I feel like you go to different places when you want. With a train, it's usually one cart to the next, but it's the same thing. A cruise ship could travel from different kingdoms or different areas. So maybe you do a few carts on the train and then you take the train from one place to the next. Now, if we're not going to be going onto like a cruise ship or a train, how about it's more of an open world? Or how about like an open town? And let's take it one step further, and maybe the Mushroom Kingdom is possessed or something, and it's a haunted Mushroom Kingdom. You know, maybe Luigi went on vacation or went to visit somebody and he comes back home and the Mushroom Kingdom is not anywhere like how he remembers it. Everything is haunted, everybody's possessed, all his friends are missing, everything is kind of cobwebs and ghosts and demons and zombies, and he has to explore all his favorite areas, but now they're upside down and all haunted. Just having an open world would be fun and lets this main protagonist, Luigi, go and do whatever he wants when he wants to. Maybe he has to visit the shop to get new items and then go face a world, or maybe he has multiple different options of which world he wants to tackle next. One of the problems with the Luigi Mansion games is they're kinda linear. If we had an open haunted Mushroom Kingdom, that would stop that and give the player a lot more options of what to do next. And I'm not talking about a total open Breath of the Wild, Skyrim type of world. You know, those type of games are fun, but sometimes when open world, there's so much to do, you don't want to do anything. Like, you got a few options of what to do, and then once you complete those, more opened up. It, keeps it kind of open, but at the same time, you know what you're supposed to do, and you don't feel like there's just too much to do. It would also be great to see haunted versions of some of Mario's most famous levels. Could you imagine if they took New Donk City but made it haunted and all Halloween themed with ghosts and broken windows? Or if they took Honey Hive Galaxy, and instead of it being such a lush and green area, it's all cobwebbed up and ghosts and zombie versions of your favorite characters. There's just so many different options if they wanted to take past levels and kind of turn them into a haunted level. This is probably one of my best ideas in this whole video, and I really hope that the developers consider there's so much good opportunity out there for levels that people have nostalgia for, that if they just twist it a little bit, they could be some of the best levels in Luigi's Mansion 4. I really think Luigi was such a great addition to Luigi's Mansion 3, but I really hope they just expand on him and maybe give him more abilities. I just finished playing Psychonauts 2, and that game has kind of a lot of parallels to what I'd like to see in a Luigi's Mansion game. I'd really like to see Luigi get more powers. Maybe he has mind control and can actually take possession of different enemies to create and solve different puzzles. Maybe he can pick things up with his mind and throw them around for combat and to solve puzzles. Luigi is such a great underutilized character that I would love to see a little bit more progression as you go through levels. He just gets a little more useful, really just for puzzle solving and, like I said before, combat. I don't know why, but if there's going to be a Luigi's Mansion 4, I just want to see zombie characters. I want to see some of our favorite Nintendo and Mario characters, but zombie forms of them. Can you imagine seeing Bowser in a zombie form? I know there is a dry bone version of Bowser, but I would love to see Bowser with like his skin ripped off and just like lunging at you. He could be a great main boss if we're not going to have King Boo be the big bad of this game. Maybe King Bowser, or what can I say, King Bowser? I mean, Zombie Bowser could really be the one manipulating everybody in this game. Also, I don't know why, but I really want to see Zombie Peach. I don't know, just seeing that cute Peach coming at you, like, ooh, this thing could be pretty entertaining. Oh, and I can't forget about Zombie Toad either. Zombie Toad, come on! One of the biggest missed opportunities in Luigi's Mansion 3 is the use of money. I mean, you collect all this money, and basically all you're doing in the game is collecting money and collecting money. And I know it's getting you a better score to see what type of mansion or hotel you get at the end of the game, but there should be more to do with this money. It should be more of a risk reward, like, hey, I could save all my money to get a better mansion at the end of the game, or I could spend it on new outfits, or new weapons, or weapon upgrades. Or not just extra lives. I mean, great, and extra life is great, but if there are a dozen or 24 different costumes and you're like, dang it, I really want to play as Waluigi in this game, it really does make the money a little more valuable. And when I mention Waluigi, we need him in this game. I mean, how has Waluigi not been in Luigi's Mansion 1, 2, or 3? He needs to be in Part 3. Maybe he's kind of your enemy in the game and you have to become friends to finally defeat Zombie Bowser. There's a lot of uses for Waluigi, and I know he's ignored in Smash Brothers, and he's kind of the black sheep of Nintendo because of that, but there's no reason not to put him in Luigi's Mansion 4. I don't know if it's because I've been playing a lot of Metroid Dread recently, but I would like more items and more progression in this game. I know in Luigi's Mansion 3 there were a lot of upgrades to the Poltergust, like you could get a suck thing or a mega suck, or you get the plunger to suck on different things for puzzle solving. I would just like to see a lot more items, maybe a little bit more backtracking to use those items you get. Granted, I don't want to turn Luigi's Mansion 4 into a Metroidvania game, but just a little sprinkle of that could bring a lot of variety to the game, and that's definitely what I'm talking about, replayability. Maybe the first time you don't want to backtrack at all, but if you do want to backtrack, there is reason, because you can collect a lot more money and use that money to get new outfits or new accessories or new items. Considering how well Luigi's Mansion 3 sold on the Switch, it's not a matter of if there's going to be a new Luigi's Mansion, but when. And it's probably not going to happen for a few years, considering that game just came out, I think 2.5 years ago. By the way, it was my game of the year that year, so you can tell I'm such a big Luigi's Mansion fan. But let me hear what you think. Like, what are some of your predictions for Luigi's Mansion 4? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Let me know with your comments right down there, and I'll be sure to get back to you. You know, to celebrate Halloween, I am going to be streaming Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch later this week and next, you know, to celebrate Halloween and get into the spooky season. So if you're interested in that at all, definitely think about giving my channel a follow. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you're new, definitely think about subscribing, hitting that like button, so next time I got live with content, you get it right away. Guys, I do have a Patreon for $1 a month. You could really support the channel and get your name at the end of every single one of my videos. Guys, have a really fun Halloween this year. I know last year Halloween was kind of canceled, and it's kind of like half canceled this year. But guys, have fun on Halloween this year. Please stay safe, wear a mask or whatever kind of mask you want. You know, it's funny, mask, Halloween, kind of goes together well. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. My name's Turbo Jesse. I'll see you on the flip side.